Good morning, students. In this lecture, we will study about the measurement of time, and second, we will discuss about the importance of time. Time is very important and play very important role in our daily life. And in every step, we realize that how time is important for us. For example, if you get late to railway station, you may miss your train. This example shows that the importance of time. You always try to reach your school in time. Therefore, at every instant, at every instant, time is very important. Now, most important thing is to know how time is measured. In early times, people used to event or phenomenon which repeated regularly to measure time. Nowadays, we use the clock or watches to measure the time, but in old days, we use some reference to measure the time, and we take the reference of those objects which repeat after regular interval of times. So now most important thing is to know how time is measured. In earlier time, people used to event or phenomena which repeated regularly to measure time. For example, unit of time used by them was the time interval between sunrise to sunset or to the next sunrise, one full moon to another full moon, from one season to another. With the help of these events, in old days, people measure the time. But this method is not accurate method, and this is not a standard method. And why this method is not a standard method? Because the time interval are very long. These time intervals are very long, and these time intervals changes from place to place and from time to time. Therefore, these references cannot be used as a standard unit for measuring time. After this, based on some periodic nature, and what is the periodic nature? If body repeats its regularity after fixed interval of time, that is the periodic nature. For example, revolution of Earth. Earth rotate about its axis, and it complete one revolution in 24 hours. This is the reference to measure the time. Revolution of Earth around the sun. Earth revolve around the sun and complete one revolution. This is your sun and this is your Earth, and complete one revolution in 365 days. We take the reference of the revolution of Earth because this is your periodic in nature. This motion is your periodic in nature. Another example, motion of pendulum. This motion is your periodic. Motion of pendulum is the periodic in nature. Therefore, based on the periodic nature of some phenomenon, people made a device such as sundial, hourglass, water clock. Okay, and what is your periodic motion or periodicity? The property of an event repeating itself regularly at an equal interval of time is called periodicity. This is the definition of periodicity. What is the periodicity? The property of an event repeating itself regularly at an equal interval of time is called periodicity. For example, motion of pendulum, motion of Earth about its axis, and revolution of Earth around the sun. These are the example of periodicity. Most of the natural phenomena are periodic in nature. Next, in people's use sundial to measure the time. Sundial was used to measure time. It is based on shadow cast. this is your shadow cast, and this shadow cast change with the time of the day. When there is a movement of sun, and with the movement of sun there is change in shadow, and this shadow cast by an object changes with time of the day, and we can measure the time at different instant. Second, people use the sand clock. In sand clock, certain fixed quantity of sand passes through the hole, and people used to measure the time with the help of to measure the time. People use the sand clock to measure the time, and the passage of this sand through a hole and time taken by this sand to pass through a hole is fixed. Next, people also use the water clock to measure the time, and after the discovery of pendulum, that is, pendulum has a periodic motion, the construction of clocks become possible. But before the construction of clock, people use the sundial, sand clock, and water clock. Know what is your sundial? Sundial was used for long to measure time. Sand clock were used by Romans. Sundial is based on the fact that length of the shadow cast by an object change with the time of the day. Second, sand clocks were based on the principle that a certain fixed quantity of sand passes through a narrow passage in a certain fixed time interval. And after the construction of pendulum, the construction of clocks and watches could become possible after the discovery of the time taken by pendulum to swing from one end to another end is always constant. The time taken by pendulum from this position to another extreme position, this is the extreme position of pendulum, from one extreme position to another extreme position is fixed, and we use this property to measure the time. And by using this periodic motion, we construct a clock. First, in 1658, a physicist Huygens used a pendulum clock to measure time. Mechanical wrist watches were then developed by the using balance wheel in place of pendulum. Initially, Huygens used the pendulum to construct a clock, and to construct wrist watches, we use the balance wheel in place of pendulum. But in these days, we use the quartz crystal. Modern modern clocks and watches are based on the oscillation produced in the quartz crystal. Now, what is the unit of time? The SI unit of time is second. We measure the time in second. The unit second is denoted by the letter small s. Bigger unit of time are minute, hour, day, year. These are the bigger unit of time. But SI unit of time is second. Now, another unit, multiples of second. 1 minute is equal to 60 second. That is 1 minute is equal to 60 second. Then 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. 1 day is equal to 24 hour. That is 86,400 second. 1 year is equal to 365 days plus 1 by 4th day. 1 millisecond, this is your sub multiples of second. 1 millisecond, these are the small greater unit, and these are the smaller unit. Millisecond, what is the value of milli? Value of milli is 10 ki minus 3, that is minus 10 ki minus 3 second. 1 microsecond, value of 1 micron is 10 ki minus 6. 1 micron is equal to 10 ki minus 6. Therefore, 1 microsecond is equal to 10 ki minus 6 second. 1 nanosecond, value of 1 nano is equal to 10 ki minus 9. Therefore, 10 ki minus 9 second. Another reference of measuring time, that is time taken by earth to complete one rotation about its axis, is called a day, because earth complete its rotation about its axis in 24 hours, that is it is called a day. Time taken by earth to complete one revolution around the sun is called year. Time taken by earth to complete one revolution around the sun, and this is your 1 year. Now, in the last, we will discuss about the stopwatch. What is your stopwatch? Normally, we use the stopwatch in lab and in ground. Stopwatch can be started and stopped at any moment. We can start the stopwatch or stop the stopwatch at any moment by pressing a button. A stopwatch can be measured time up to 1/10 of a second. Means with the help of stopwatch we can measure up to 1 by 10 seconds. Stopwatches and stop clock are used in laboratories for measuring time interval, and we use stopwatch in laboratories to measure the time. In sports, we also use the stopwatch. Time interval taken by an event such as time taken by athlete to run 200-meter is measured by special type of watch, and such type of watch is called stopwatch. Thank you, students.